Okay, so in our women's Bible study, we are talking about the Armor of God by Priscilla Schreier. We're also talking about right now the Shield of Faith. And I was like thinking about, what is the Shield of Faith? You know, what does it do? But in the book, it talks about how our Shield of Faith is to advance against the enemy. Okay, so I'm going to read you two Bible scriptures. The first one, our first lady at church had posted in our women's ministry group. The second one is one that I found same morning, and I was like, okay, you know, and then God's like, just wait for it. And then my first lady posted this one. So I think it just pairs so beautifully with each other. So it says, in every situation, take up the shield of faith with which you can extinguish all flaming arrows of the evil one. Ephesians 6:16. And then the one that I found was John 1:5. It says, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. So we have to remember that faith, the shield of faith, is there to extinguish the flaming arrows of the evil one, which is the enemy, okay? And what the shield of faith does is help us to advance against the enemy. And sometimes those flaming arrows look like distraction, okay? One of the sisters in Christ in our women's Bible study meeting talked about how the arrows are just meant to distract us. And sometimes they're meant to discourage us too, because if you're seeing those things flying at you and there's so many and you're like, but you forget to use your shield of faith against them, okay? I've been there. I know this. So the great thing is that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish the light, okay? So our shield of faith can never be extinguished by the arrows that are coming at us, okay? It is up to us to use the shield. We have to use it. We can't be on the sideline. We can't be over here far away from the battle. We are meant to be in the battle. We're meant to continue to press forward and continue to have that shield of faith in front of us, not on our side. Not sometimes some people, but God's got your back, okay? I know some people, they put it in back. This is a big shield, okay? The one that was described in the book is a huge, big, long, tall shield, okay? It's not like the small circle one that looks like a trash can lid. That's what Priscilla Schreier, that's how she said it. It's not like that one. It's a huge shield, okay? It's meant to cover us from our heads to our toes when we pick it up. And that shield's heavy. We know that shield's heavy, but guess what? The more we use it, okay? The more we use that shield, the more we can hold on to it. That shield, I was like, man, that shield must be heavy. And then God was like, that's why a lot of people don't keep it up, that shield of faith. You got to keep that shield of faith up and in front of you to help you advance against the enemy, you guys. This is something I needed to learn. This is something I needed to know. Okay, so I'm just trying to pass that on. Anytime I learn something, I always try to pass it on to somebody else, because that's what we're meant to do, okay? We're meant to read these and teach others people what we've learned and get a different perspective of it. And it's just a beautiful thing that God has equipped us with, the armor, his armor. It's the armor of God. It's his armor that he's equipped us with against the enemy. And we just have to be the ones to put the shoes on, to put the belt on, to put the breastplate on, to put the helmet on, to have the sword. We can't forget nothing at home. Have you ever forgotten your headphones at home when you wanted to go to the gym and then you felt like you weren't going to have a good workout? Don't leave your shield of faith at home. Take it with you wherever you go. Okay? So that way it can help you advance throughout your day. With any little arrow the enemy's trying to come at you with. Remember, the enemy is here to kill, steal, destroy, and he's the father of lies. Okay? You need to be able to discern what God's voice sounds like and what the enemy's voice sounds like. Because God's voice is truth. The enemy's voice isn't just, it's almost truth, which is a lie. Okay? A half truth is a lie. Okay? So it's just important that we remember that, and we remember. And also the thing I think is so beautiful, I want to end with this, is that the Roman army, Priscilla described this thing that they would do when there's so many arrows coming at them. It was the army, go back to back, side to side. Somebody would have their shield up here, or, to make this turtle-shaped dome to protect each other. So it's important that we are here interceding on each other's behalf, praying for one another, and just loving on one another, and just making sure that we're there to, if somebody needs us, that we're always available. We're always there, man. Because the enemy wants to divide. The enemy wants to divide our army. Okay, he wants to divide it. He's trying to come and sneak his way in and divide. That could be a thought in your mind. That could be that you saw somebody do something weird, but you don't know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be any little thoughts. So it's so important that you discern God's truth with the enemy's half-truth lies, okay?